That Tyson Fury-Deontay Wilder undercard is fire. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Broadway Joel, the boxing guru. If you'd like to stay up to date with boxing news, please hit that subscribe button. And if you've been here before, thanks for coming back. A lot of boxing fans, we always complain about the undercards being trash and how the undercards are a waste of time. And all my friends who are MMA fans, they always tell me, listen, this is why MMA is better. We get better undercards. Even if the main event is trash, at least you saw good fights throughout the day. And in this case, I actually have to stand up for boxing. I actually could point to this card and say, hey, listen, this is a good card from top to bottom. Now, you got Frank Sanchez versus Fa Jog. Now, this is, to me, a 50-50 fight. Either fighter can win. I personally have Fa Jog by knockout. I think he's a really hard power puncher. He has that killer look. He has the perfect look. I don't know. I'm probably just buying into the look, and his last fight, he also got a crazy, head snap and knockout. So maybe I'm riding off that high, but I'm picking Fa Jog. But if somebody was to come to me and tell me they think Frank Sanchez is going to win because he's been training with Canelo and the Cuban school and all this, I won't necessarily argue with him. I'll be like, okay, that's a good prediction as well. I can see how Frank Sanchez could win this fight. So this is a fight that's real good. Also builds up their heavyweight profile, because they could potentially be fighting one of the winners or the loser, who knows, in the near future. So that's a great fight. Another fight is Robert Helenius versus Adam Kanaki, the rematch. Now, Kanaki was a favorite in the first fight. He ended up losing to Robert Helenius, and now they're having a rematch. This is a fight where, again, it's either 50-50 fight. Kanaki, he's Polish, but he grew up in Brooklyn, so a little bit of a whole time bias for me. But to be honest, I think Robert Helenius is too much for him. I don't really believe in Kanaki like that. I think Helenius is too big, and honestly, I don't think Kanaki is the goods, but he could prove me wrong. Who knows? On paper, this is a 50-50 fight. He was the favorite in his last fight against Helenius, so I don't see why he shouldn't be the favorite now. Actually haven't checked the odds, but a good fight. A fight that there's going to be people on both sides picking both sides. I'm personally picking Helenius, but I can see how, if you really believe in Kanaki, which I don't, maybe you pick him. That's a good fight. They also have Jared Anderson in against an undefeated fighter. I'm not familiar with the other undefeated fighter. Is Vladimir Kuchin or something. I really can't pronounce his last name, excuse me. But hey, it's two undefeated fighters. Jared Anderson, a lot of people are high on him. And let's see what he has in this fight. And even if you go to the non-television fights, non-pay-per-view fights, they'll be showing it on ESPN. You got Edgar Berlanga. You got Julian Williams. You got a lot of good fighters, up-and-coming fighters, or fighters coming back from a tune-up or from a loss, and it's just a really, really, really good card. Something that you can actually not feel robbed when you pull out your money, when you pull out your wallet to pay for the pay-per-view. You are not going to feel robbed. You are not going to feel like, damn, man, these people got me. It was just the main event. Frank Sanchez versus Fa Jog is a main event on itself. That easily could have main evented on its own, on an ESPN card, or on a Fox card, or on a Showtime card. Easily that could have been a main event for something. And Kanaki and Helenius was already a main event at the Barclays Center, if I'm not mistaken. So that's also on the undercard. These are three really good fights. And again, you got Jared Anderson, a heavyweight prospect, another potential opponent for either Fa Jog or Frank Sanchez or Tyson Fury or Deontay Wilder. You got him going against another undefeated fighter who I'm not familiar with, I'll admit. But hey, maybe this guy shocks Jared Anderson and makes a name for himself. This is a really good undercard, and I usually make videos talking trash about the undercard or what I think the undercard should be. But this is one where I got to give credit to both promoters. I got to give credit to all the fighters who took on these tough fights, these 50-50 fights or 60-40 fights, however you look at them, and put their record on their line. A lot of fighters won't put their O against another O. And we got two fights where people are putting their O against each other. And then you got the Kanaki Helenius fight, which neither are putting up their O, but they're both solid fighters, I want to say. They're both, know what they're doing in the ring. They're both not bums. That's what I'm trying to say. And this is a fight, again, if you were questioning on buying the Deontay Wilder Tyson Fury fight because you don't like Fury's antics or Wilder's excuses, and you need something to put you over the edge, this undercard should do it. The undercard should be the tipping point where it goes, okay, listen, I'm going to buy this fight because not only am I getting the Deontay Wilder Tyson Fury fight, I'm also getting Fa Jog with Frank Sanchez, also getting Kanaki versus Helenius, also Jared Anderson against that guy Vladimir, and then you got on the off TV where you can watch on ESPN, you got Edgar Berlanga, Julian Williams, Rances Bartholomew. You got a lot of good fights, so I don't want people to underrate this card, and I don't want people to ignore that. So my video is to create awareness, basically. But alright guys, let me know what you guys think of the undercard in the comment section. And follow me on Twitter @_BroadwayJoel. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. But alright guys, until next time. Peace.